And welcome back for another episode of Yoga Anywhere. My name is Amanda and I'm going to be taking you through today's quick morning practice. So this practice is perfect if you only have a couple minutes in the morning. I know that with crazy morning routines and having to get to work, sometimes it's really hard to fit in, 30, 40, 60 minutes of yoga. So this is just going to be nice and quick to warm up the body. So let's get right into it. Closing your eyes, comfortable seated position. Drawing your shoulders up towards your ears and down your spine. And take a couple of nice deep breaths here. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. One more time. Deep inhale in. Deep exhale out. Really good. Blinking the eyes open. And get ready to start moving. On an inhale, we're going to reach our right arm up towards the ceiling and then exhale, tipping over to the left. Left hand is down on the mat. Feeling a nice lateral side body stretch here. Really good. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. Switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale over towards the right. Right hand down on the mat. Breathing nice deep inhales and exhales into those tight sticky places between each of your ribs. Inhale center, exhale down. Now inhale both arms up and exhale, nice gentle forward fold here. Inhale deeply and exhale all the way back up and coming onto all fours. As you arrive in all fours, stacking wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and let's just do some hip circles. So over towards the right and circle. A lot of the movements that we do in day-to-day life are lateral movements, and it's really nice to be able to do some circular movements, especially first thing in the morning to get the blood flowing, changing directions. And back to center. On an inhale, drop the belly, reach the hips and head coming into cow pose. On an exhale, arching the spine, rounding down, coming into cat pose. Inhale into that cow pose. Exhale, cat. Moving through 3 more rounds at the pace of your own breath. Really allowing your breath to guide you through the postures and observing the sensations in your body this morning. One more. Back to neutral position. Really good. So we're going to warm up the core a little bit. Inhale, reach your right leg back. And then bring your left arm long in front of you. Nice flat back here. Engage the core. Take a deep inhale breath. And as you exhale, draw your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, extend. And exhale, down. Really good. We're going to switch now. So on an inhale, reach your left leg long behind you. Then right arm as you're ready. Deep inhale breath here. And as you exhale, draw your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw the elbow towards the knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Really good. We're going to settle back into a child's pose, so big toes touching, knees as wide as your mat, arms long in front of you, allowing your head to come down to the mat. Taking nice deep inhales and exhales here. And you can stay here, or if you want to come into a shoulder opener, you can hinge at your elbows and bring your hands to prayer position at the nape of your neck. Really good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release your hands, planting through all 10 of your fingers, tucking your toes, and coming to downward facing dog. And as you get to downward facing dog, bending through one knee and then the other, just pedaling out the legs here, just beginning to warm up the legs first thing in the morning. Really good. And then finding stillness for just a couple of breaths. Take a deep inhale breath. And as you exhale, bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, dropping your back knee down, untucking your toes. We're coming into lizard pose. So we are going to settle here. You can stay on your hands or come down onto your elbows. Just beginning to open up the hips a little bit more. Nice deep inhales and exhales. All right, inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come up, heel toeing your feet in towards the center, and then exhale, walking it back, coming into a half split here, a half modified split. Reaching your spine nice and long, and feeling the sensation in the back side of the leg. I don't know about you, but my hamstrings are one of the tightest parts of my body, especially first thing in the morning. Really good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, walk your hands back to frame your foot, tuck your back toes under, and step back to downward facing dog. Really good. Just noticing how you feel side to side. Maybe pedaling your feet out once more. And we'll be here for just a couple more moments before we move into the other side. All right, inhale deeply. Exhale. Plant your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Drop your back knee down, untuck those toes, and either stay up on your hands or come down onto your elbows in your lizard pose. Observing the sensation, seeing how it feels this morning, where you feel it the most, and seeing if you can send your breath to those places that are tight and sticky. Really great. All right, inhale deeply here. As you exhale, coming back up onto your hands, heel toeing your foot into the center of the mats. And then exhale, walk yourself back, coming into a hamstring stretch. Maybe observing how this side feels compared to the other. This side for me is almost always tighter. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Really good. As you're ready, walking your hands to frame your foot, tuck your back toes under, and all we're going to do is actually walk towards the center. So just allow your feet to pivot as you do so. They'll end up being parallel with your mat, and we're just going to come into a standing forward fold here. So your head might touch the mat, it might be nowhere close, it doesn't really matter. Just allowing your head to be nice and heavy, and allowing your spine to be nice and straight. Really good. All right, as you're ready, take an inhale to lengthen your spine. And then on an exhale breath, we're gonna bend into the left knee and bring the right toes up, coming into Skandasana. So you can have your hands down or you can put them out long in front of you, just depending on how you're feeling today. Really good. And then as you're ready, shifting over towards the right. And this really stretches to the inner line of the leg, which is really great. So if you're tight there, you're probably feeling this. All right, back to the left. Great job, keep breathing. And over towards the right. If your heel doesn't get down onto the mat, it's okay. It's not a big deal, you can be up a little bit. If it gets down, that's great too. All right, coming back through to center, hands down, heel toeing your feet in just a little bit. Feet are out about 45 degrees and sink your hips into Malasana or Yogi Squat. Nice long spine here. So you can see probably the difference between this and this. I'll show you from the side. So there's this versus this. It's a different sensation and it's a totally different pose. So make sure you're really lengthening through your spine here, lengthening through your body. One more deep inhale and exhale. And then as you're ready, coming on to your sit bones. So we're going to come into Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. So drawing your heels in pretty close towards your sit bones, holding onto your ankles lightly. Take an inhale, lengthen through your spine, and an exhale to lightly fold forward. This doesn't need to be the biggest fold of your life. It's not about rounding down so you can get your head maybe to your toes. We want to keep a lot of length in this spine. And you'll notice once again when you do that, that the sensation shifts. Instead of being in your back, you're going to get it in your lower body. And that's really what we're looking for with this pose. Great job. All right, inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come up. And let's make our way on to our back. Just got a couple more poses to go before we're finished up with our practice. So we're going to start on our back with a little bridge pose. So drawing your heels as close to your sit bones as you can. Your feet are pointing vertically away from your hips. Arms are long by your sides with your hands facing down. Take an inhale into your chest, and as you exhale, send your hips up towards the ceiling. Keeping your gaze nice and long up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. Really good. Inhale deeply. And exhale, slowly lowering back down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Really good. Draw your knees into your chest as you get here. Give yourself a big squeeze. Great, moving into a twist here. So all we're gonna do is allow our arms to fall out towards a T, maybe cactus arms if you have less space. Take a deep inhale breath, and as you exhale, allow your legs to fall over towards the right. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling or over towards your left fingertips, just depending on how your head and neck feel. Really good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come back up to center. Give yourself a big squeeze here. And then allow your arms to fall out once again. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, allow your knees to fall over towards the left. Once again, gaze can be up towards the ceiling or over towards your right fingertips. Really good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Come into a happy baby, so reaching in your knees, on the inside line of your knees, to grab the outside knife edges of your feet, coming into that happy baby. Aiming to keep your sit bones down towards the mat, so your tailbone is drawing towards the mat. You can't get it all the way there, that's okay, it'll come with time. Just always aiming to get it there. Really good. Inhale deeply. And exhale, slowly release. Coming into your Shavasana. And it's really important not to skip your Shavasana. So give yourself a couple of minutes here, allowing yourself to really relax, allowing the practice to settle in, releasing all control over your breath. Really allow yourself to feel supported by the ground. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get all future videos as soon as they come out. I'll see you next week. Namaste.